हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Hare Krishna. Actually, I wanted to tell Pragya the question. So here one important point with demigod worship and astrologers and all. See, when we are going to the doctors and all, or astrologers or demigods, one thing what we want to do is we all want to change our karma. That's why we go there. That is for sure. Like somebody is sick. So if he's sick, what he want to do? He want to get out of the sickness. That means he want to come out of that karma. Going to doctor is also trying to come out of karma only. And going to astrologers is also the same purpose. And going to demigods also same purpose. And going for yoga classes and going to some what do you say sattvic living and any of the most of the activities which people are doing other than direct approaching Krishna. Outside people, most of the people, they are trying to do the same thing. They want to come out of karma only, basically. That should be clearly understood. But only thing is, they're approaching in different ways. That is there. Now, when it comes to demigods, now the problem is uh, approaching demigods is not the problem. Problem is putting faith there. That will become problem. So what happens is, say if I go to a doctor, I know the limitations of doctor. I know he can only cure cold, cough, a little bit fever. After that, I don't go for these things. And then if I have some financial problem, I may consult some CA or I may consult somebody. And if I have some marriage things and all, I may go to astrologer. But when it comes to demigods, no, they are very powerful people. So what happens is people start going for everything to demigods. They're because they know that they can cure disease also, they can solve the family problems also, they can do this also, they can do that also. So then instead of going to Krishna, then we start depending on him. Just for one thing you go demigod, say some problem happened and then they said okay this puja you do, but it will not end there. So that is the risk with demigod worship, which is uh, because you put faith there. That is the risk in demigod worship. Whereas in we know the limitations of astrologer, we know limitations of doctors, we know limitations of yoga teachers. So everywhere there is we want to overcome karma only, but thing is there we know their limitations. But when it comes to demigods, no, they are very powerful. So we think they will help in everywhere. So if then we start doing their special puja, special other things. So they are like they will become blockade in between us and Krishna. A doctor will not become blocked. See, even when people go to doctor and doctor cures their things, na, what people say, they will treat doctors as good as God only. They will tell, oh, you are like our God. So they have that reverence, but they know the limitations also. But when it comes to demigods, oh, I went to this temple and I had this problem. I worshipped this demigod, did 108 parikrama around the temple, and my thing got cleared. Then I got my job. I got a house. My child is born. I got divorce. So all these things are fulfilled. So then person develops faith, more faith. That is where the risk is there. But when it comes to doctors and astrologers, we will not have that. So there is a great difference between demigod worship and going to doctor. In both cases, we want to get rid of karma, but problem is in demigod worship the risk is more in terms of shraddha. Then we will instead of doing chanting, then we start going and chanting some other mantras, so it makes the risk. For some very specific reason, something is told, okay, this is what to be done, and people do it, that will not be a problem. They know that, okay, for this I will do, because I have seen one devotee, they were having some issues with subtle living beings, like they were hunted by ghosts and all. They went to some people and they got cleared from it. Now, every time they will not go to them, na, because every time they are not haunted by ghosts. You are understanding. So then they will not go to such people. They know that this is only for this time being. So uh, they will not go to what is a Kala Bhairava. They went and stayed for 1 month and did some pujas there. And now they have deities at home, they serve Krishna. But that specific problem happened in their family for one of the members. Then they went to this temple for 1 month and stayed there and did puja and came. And that's okay. No, not that no, for my daughter is not getting married, go to Kala Bhairava. Son is not getting a job, go to Kala Bhairava. You know, my wife is troubling good. It is not going to happen like that. So once in a while, for some specific things, there is specific need. That is not. But only thing is there is risk that we may go for everything. So that is the main thing why we should avoid it. So that's all. It should be understood in that simple way, and it is not so simple also. So we were discussing how Nardamun is trying to help Prajni Barshad to uh, yes, Srinivas Puspa, if you have anything related to this.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhuji. My only question is like, does it depends on the intensity of a devotee, or it's for every devotee? Matlab, if like we are not sincere, so much sincere in our sadhana or in devotional life, so does it work for us also, or is it for only who are very very sincere, very pure devotees? So.
No, it's not question of sincerity, bro. It's a question of priority. Say
Mm-hmm.
now there is a risk, na. Say like I went to demigod and I got a job.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will not get married. So what I will do? I'll go to Krishna or demigod.
Demigod, because I
So that
developed
is
that
the risk.
faith.
So it is not question of you are pure or not. It's
Mm.
a question of what I want to
Dependent
get in it, what priority I want to give.
independence.
So you, if my daughter is not getting married, they say, okay, your daughter is not getting married, then go to all the Jyotirlingas and do Abhishekam. So then they go to Jyotirlingas around India and they do Abhishekam, and after that their daughter got married. Now
Mm.
next time when they get problem, what they will do? He will go
Exactly.
to astrologer. He will say, okay, go to Jyotirlinga and do this.
So
Triambakeshwar,
basically,
Kashi.
it's a deviation, basically.
So it is
Mm.
a risk that we put faith on that, but
Mm.
we should put faith on Krishna.
Yeah.
So that is the one of the main point there, that we cannot put faith on any other person other than Krishna. Then it will call. That's why Mamcho Avyavicharena Bhakti Yogin. Avyavichari Bhakti means no. Vyabhichari means there is a contamination. There
Mm.
is a corruption there. So
Mm.
Abhyavichari Bhakti is what we want to practice. It's not a question of who see whether I am advanced devotee or not. It's a question of priority.
Mm.
I can confidently tell to Krishna, Krishna, I never went to anybody other than you.
Mm.
You know, I I was this movie of Bhu Kailasa in Telugu was there, and there Ravana is singing to Shiva. I
Mm.
know this is a famous song in Telugu. He sings Anya Daivamu Eruga Nidu Padamu Viduva. He says, I don't know any other God, and I will
Mm.
not leave your lotus feet. So
Mm.
after hearing that, I used to, in my 8th class, till 8th class, I was worshipping Krishna. And
Mm.
8th class, I started worshipping other demigods also. Then, after hearing that song, it went for 2 years like that, 8th and 9th. In
Mm.
10th class, we had a opening of Balaji temple in our village. So then the priest, he's one of my relative uncle. So he don't worship other than Lord Balaji. So then he sang this song. He said, Anya Daivamu Eruga. I only worship Balaji. Then I felt very ashamed. I said, why I'm like a prostitute going to this
Here and
demigod,
here.
that demigod. I decided after that, no more demigods, only
Jai,
Krishna.
jai, jai.
So it inspired me that why should I be a prostitute going here and there?
Beautiful.
If Krishna is the supreme, he knows everything, he does everything. So sometimes you can go to a doctor, but going sometime here and there, it's like going to a doctor only, but not like putting faith and
Faith
giving my heart.
anywhere else.
So then I can tell to Krishna confidently, Krishna, I never went to anyone. I just came to you, and it's up to you what you want to do with me. How can you tell that with confidence to Krishna if you have done all these things?
Correct.
So you can claim with Krishna, you can ask rightful claim with Krishna. I don't know anyone. Whatever you want to do, you can do with me. So that much confidently we can tell only when we have not done any other thing. Krishna, in my mouth, no other name came other than your name. So what can I do? I can only do you. And you know me, and whatever you do, I am okay.
Actually, it is the highest, I think, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the last verse of Sishashkam, it is the same thing. Ashlishchava padaratam pinushtama darshanam marmahatam karotiva yatha tatha va vidadatul lampatu. So actually, but that was my question, that is it, does it depends on...
No, that is not highest. That is, for us, na, basic thing is just first have Shraddha. Shraddha is the first thing, na? Ado Shraddha tata Sasanga. So this is Shraddha part only.
But
So we are at the level of Shraddha.
faith, maybe there's a like level of faith, na? Unflinching faith and the Komal Shraddha and like that.
But we want to develop that, or we want to add some sand in the sweet rice.
Correct. No, the example which you gave makes a wonderful. It makes sense that rather than going here and there like a prostitute, which definitely makes a sense that we should have that complete faith that Rakho bhi maro bhi jo kuch ichha hoye to aap. So Krishna, I'm yours.
That is the symptom of Sharanagati. So Anukulesya Sankalpo Pratikulesya Rakshishyati iti Vishwaso. That is actually symptoms of Sharanagati. See, we have to see, we are having material emotions. So, and then there are spiritual emotions.
I agree, Prabhuji.
So now in between there are Sharanagati emotions.
I remember, Prabhuji, in Mayapur Yatra, there was one devotee, very senior devotee of Guru Maharaj, and he went through some heart problem, and doctors told him that you have blockage, and his son, daughter were there. So he did not went for any intervention. They were trying to sending him Calcutta for, but he said that he picked up his chanting bag and he was on the bed and he was chanting. And then he did not went for that process, and today also he's surviving.
That is not a practical
I don't know, I was just thinking that
no,
he said that
not that's okay, but it is not recommended. Even Prabhupada we also went to doctor, Ayurvedic doctor. So it is not very practical. See, if he has that faith, he is doing, that's okay. Even if somebody is going, you cannot say that he don't have faith in Krishna, that's why he went to doctor. That is not correct. It work for him, it may not work all the time.
For others.
But everybody, all the acharyas also took treatments. So it's not that taking treatment means that you don't have faith. Prabhupada also took treatment. So we hear from Goswamis also. Raghunath Das Goswami also was when he was sick, doctor was called. He said he overate sweet rice. So doctor was also, that time also Vaidyas were there. So it's not that they are not taking shelter of Krishna. And this person did, it worked, but it is not practical. You should not do like that. That is not recommended.
Basically, we should have complete faith in Krishna, and we should not deviate from Krishna to any other process other than taking the
That is,
practical approach of approaching a doctor and whatever is to be done. So we do it and still have that faith in Krishna. That is the crux which I have come.
we say, like I gave the example of haunted by ghost. If
Hmm.
devotees, they have, like Mataji is asking in the chat box, is it okay once in a while going to demigod? Only these extreme cases where a person is haunted by a ghost, then you have to go to exorcist and all,
Hmm.
some Kala Bhairava. That is okay. But then if we are going for every small thing, then it will be a problem. Once
Hmm.
in a while means I am giving this extreme example of haunted by ghost or anything.
Hmm.
And for that also they do Narsimha, but they may go to this also. That is not a problem, because you know that I will not go for Kala Bhaira for everything.
Correct, correct.
To remove our anarthas, will not go to Kala Bhaira, right?
Yeah, I like the example which you gave, Prabhuji, of your childhood. That makes that has
Yeah,
gone.
after that I never went to anyone. I felt I felt ashamed of myself. What I am
No, no, but that really makes sense. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
doing. Yes, Kilmat.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. You made distinction between spiritual emotions and Sharanagati emotions. Can
Yeah.
you distinguish those for me, please?
Here, spiritual emotions are all the people in the like they also have all the feelings, like what do you say, the Brajavasis, how they feel for Krishna. So they are showing his love, they are showing sometimes compassion, they are showing anger, sometimes they are showing different emotions by Yashoda Mai or the Gopas and Gopis. They are spiritual emotions. And presently, what we are having is same thing in material emotions. I have love for my country, patriotism, and whatnot. Love between mother and children and other things. So these are all material emotions. I love my house, my laptop, my mobile, and so. And then we have Sharanagati emotions. So the Sharanagati emotions are Anukulyasya Sankalpo Pratikulyasya Varjanam Rakshishyati Vishwaso Gotu. There are six Sharanagati emotions. I do what is favorable. So it actually starts at Gotrute Varnam. So that is Krishna is my maintainer. Just so Krishna is my maintainer. So because Krishna is maintaining me, so what should I do? I should do things which are favorable to him. I should avoid which are unfavorable. Avoid. Do favorable things. Avoid unfavorable. And then I should I should know that he is my protector. I will not approach anyone. And last one is having a mood of humility. So these are the six symptoms. This is the first one. This is the main body, and these are the limbs of that body. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, like that. So this is the.
So, Krishna is my maintainer, and
Yeah, because
then
he is maintaining me, I should do whatever is favorable to him. I should avoid which are unfavorable to him. And I should know that he is my protector, Rakshishyati Vishwaso. And Gotrute Varnantata is this. And Atma Nikshepa. that I will not go to anybody, and Karpanyam is humility, like that.
Wait. So,
I'll write again.
I will not approach anyone but Krishna. That's
Yeah.
that's which one is that?
Fifth one.
No,
Okay.
not number, but like wait, there's the humility. I mean, it's usually worded in a different way. That's what I'm saying.
See, anukulasya sankalpo, pratikulas. I'm sorry. Okay.
I know it. Yeah, that one
I will,
is the one that one is usually said as
I will write again.
I will devote my whole self to Krishna or something like that. You know?
It's do favorable, anukulasya sankalpa, pratikulasya varjanam. Avoid unfavorable, and anukulasya sankalpa, pratikulasya varjanam. Rakshishyati tishwaso. Krishna will protect me.
Krishna will protect me. That sounds like maintenance. What's the difference?
No. Maintainer is different, protector is different. Like no,
Yeah.
the you government is not maintaining us; it is giving protection. Maintenance is your salary.
Protection means, help
Protection is
keeping me from out of danger. No?
yes. Rakshishati Vishwas. Gotritya Varnam Tata means he is the maintainer. Atma Nikshepa means I surrender to him or I will not go to him. Both will come.
Huh? What?
I completely depend. Atma Nikshepa means I completely depend on him or I will not go to anybody. Same only, na? I completely depend on him. Or don't go to anyone. And then here it comes is humility. Humility, actually, we are asking Lord to show some, what do you say, pityness. We are pitiful. Lord, I am very pitiful. You just show your pity on me, like that. Atmanikshep, Karpanyam. So,
But well, I mean that you see, sometimes these are a little bit difficult to distinguish between because when we say I completely depend on him, it's because we're feeling so small, no? That's why we're
not
saying.
because of smallness, because I don't want to go to anyone. I will only depend on him. Anything comes, I will go to him only.
Mhm.
So these are emotions actually. See, so these emotions are depend on ego. So this ego is I am servant. So we have to develop this ego, and then these are all, and now this is also ulta. Like by these emotions, we get this proper ego, and I am servant, and then after this emotion. So from material emotions, so we are converting into this is Sharanagati emotions. These are all emotions only. So these are emotions, and then this will convert into spiritual emotions. So this is the method. So material emotions to Sharanagati emotions and them. So now if we are going to demigod, so then this fourth one, third one, these emotions are blocking. So will not get spiritual emotions. So that is the point.
Yeah, and then the humility, humility. You feel what's the emotion there with humility?
It is like pityness. I feel Lord should show some pity on me. Thoda show.
Yeah,
Dhainyata it is.
I need mercy, huh? Like this.
Like that. Yeah, that feeling should be there all the time when we go to Lord.
Yeah, yeah, like I it's a feeling of complete. utter dependence, no?
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
that was that
The
was number
dependency is this
4.
one, fourth one. Yeah. Here
Yeah.
it
So,
is
but see,
like
uh-huh.
like
It
you
seems
told,
so
no, that
similar.
it is. I completely depend on him, but here, no, there. That means I am not going to anyone. So there now I told, no, Arey, why I should go to anyone? I may not be humble, but I may say also why I should go to anyone. I have Krishna with me. I only depend on him. But when it comes to this, you are going in front of Lord and you are expecting that He should show some mercy on me. So this is here. If somebody asks, "Arey, can you go to him?" I say, "No, I'll not go to him." Like a child is there. Child, he will say, "I will not ask anyone. I'm only my father." A small child, he's completely dependent on his father. He knows my father will do. I'll not ask anyone. But
Mm-hmm.
humility is, it is little more deeper. You are feeling that Lord should show some mercy on me.
Mm. Okay, and so these feelings of surrender,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't call them spiritual emotions.
They are not spiritual emotions. They are, I told, Sharanagati emotions. Spiritual
I
emotions are
know,
in the spiritual world.
my problem is that these are emotions of a devotee.
Want
A
to be a
devotee.
devotee.
Uh-huh.
See what happened now? Now we have material ego. So ego is
Hmm.
material. There I am the enjoyer.
Yeah.
So this enjoyer mentality gives all material emotions only. All Hollywood movies and all are, why there are some pleasure in Hollywood movies and all is because the ego is I am the enjoyer. So we have material emotions. That material emotions trigger us to do material. We experience pleasure in material emotions now.
Hmm.
Now I don't want to experience pleasure in material. I want to experience emotions like the Vrajavasis in Goloka, but I cannot make directly jump from material to spiritual. Today I am feeling
Hmm.
for what do I don't know the hero's name. Old hero, I will tell. Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was when I was
Hmm.
very small.
Hmm.
So now I may have
Yeah.
emotion for him. Now suddenly I'll say, okay, I'll have emotion for Sridama, Subala, or somebody in the spiritual world. I cannot have like that now.
Hmm.
So now what should I do? So in between, this is called Sharanagati emotions. So we work with Sharanagati emotions, that okay, let me develop these emotions. So Sharanagati
Okay, so by developing these Sharanagati emotions,
emotions, then
it,
we
it
develop
will
spiritual emotions.
it'll make it's like a conducive
This is the stepping
ground.
stone.
Yes,
Stepping
stepping
in between.
stone.
Yeah.
Or door,
Now,
they say doorway to bhakti kind of thing. Right?
yes. Now when I am doing demigod worship, then this third and fourth will be a problem. I will not be able to develop these emotions.
Yes, yes.
That is the risk.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sukhi Devi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I had a question. You said that you made a point that you should not approach any other demigods, but can we approach them to be the medium so that they can convey our prayers to Krishna? For example, Lord Shiva, he is considered to be Vaishnavana Meta Shambhu. So if we have any prayers that Krishna is not answering, can we ask him to pray on our behalf to Krishna so that Krishna answers him because he is very dear to Krishna? Can we do that or is it also not allowed?
Yeah, that will do. See, because that will not break any of these six things. Krishna is my maintainer, do favorable, avoid unfavorable. So, and then Krishna will protect me. I'm completely depend on him. So, like you, we tell to devotees also, no, Projit, please pray for me. What is the problem in that? Right? So, ultimately, you want from Krishna only. You are not going to take from anyone. So, we tell to devotees also, Projit, pray for me like that. we have this, we ask these things. So it's not wrong asking Shiva to pray for me and any other demigod. Okay, Prabhu.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Prabhuji.
Any, okay, we'll see. So there is a, so there is a question in the chat box. Recently, my son passed away. Is it possible to talk to him? Is there any way to talk to him and want to understand his last feelings? You can ask me personally, Mataji. I'll give answer for it. This is like, I don't want to put controversy here. I can give some suggestions. I don't want to give it publicly. You have my number, so you can, if you have my number, then you can just text me personally. I'll answer this question. Okay, I'll put in the chat box. So this is my number. You can note it down and you send me the personally. You send and I will answer. So this is what is important. So whenever we are doing action, we just have to calculate this and do. Demigod worship, right or wrong? Yes, if it is right, if it is in this category. So otherwise it is dangerous. Gail Mataji, you have question?
Yeah, just following up on last question, Prabhu, by
Yeah.
Prabhuji there. You know, if, because he was asking, well, if we see that Krishna is not answering our prayer, can we not go to, you know, Shiva or demigod or something, right?
Yeah.
But you know, as devotees who want to depend solely on Krishna, if he's not giving us what we want, shouldn't we just accept, okay, you know, this is what this is Krishna's will for me right now. Why should we go to somebody else and try to get it that way? You know, to ask Krishna, to ask them to ask Krishna on our behalf, you know? I mean, why isn't it best that we just accept that this is Krishna's will?
Both are right only, Mother.
I
It depends on the mood. It depends on what type of mood you are cultivating. Both are right only.
hmm
Like say
hmm
now devotees, they approach other seniors and say, please pray for me and no, please I am having this problem. And they ask devotees, please pray for me. I am suffering with this. I am not able to overcome. So then Krishna will listen the devotees' prayers and he will come out of it. That is very much possible. And the devotees will pray, please Krishna, help him to come out of it. And then because of prayers of devotees, he will come and then he will thank all the devotees. Thank you for praying for me. I was able to come out of it. And Krishna is very merciful. He feels that because, see, what Krishna want to teach, we will not know. So if we are directly praying to Krishna, he is not listening. But then we go and approach devotees and then we request them, then Krishna will clear. Why he is clearing? Because he want to teach us that you should take shelter of devotees. You don't come to me directly, you take shelter of devotees. So Krishna
hmm
may want to teach that lesson to us, that
hmm
don't offend devotees, be humble with them, because see, they prayed,
hmm
you could come out of it. So the lesson for you is
hmm
always take shelter of devotees. So that may be the point Krishna want to make. We never know. So when we are
hmm
approaching somebody and asking, then Krishna is very happy. Yes, yes, you are coming to the point. Never do like that. Don't try to barge. Sometimes directly Krishna will hear, but many times if we are very humble and serving Vaishnavas and taking their blessings, Krishna may hear very fast. So what lesson Krishna want to teach from any situation will not know. This is what he want me to learn. Let me depend on Vaishnavas. So if Krishna want me to surrender to Vaishnavas, I will do it.
And what would be the wrong mood in which to ask a devotee to pray on our behalf? Because you said it depends upon the consciousness, right? In which we do this.
Means there may be some, he may not fulfill after praying with devotees also. He want to teach some other lesson. He want us to tolerate more or something. Something Krishna want to teach from every situation. Unless we learn that lesson, he will not take us out of that situation. That is for sure. Unless you learn the lesson, maybe Krishna want to teach me humility, Krishna want me to teach gratitude, Krishna want me to teach integrity, Krishna want maybe to teach that I should not take devotees for granted, Krishna want to teach that I should learn dependence on Vaishnavas. So many things Krishna want to teach. So every situation Krishna arranges in such a way that we learn something from it. So that is his purpose of keeping us in that situation. Until for Krishna to solve the problem is not a big deal. What is the main problem for Krishna is to change our consciousness. So until we come to that state where we have changed my consciousness, Krishna says, okay, now you are done. So when we change the consciousness, then problem may be solved, or it may not look like a problem only after that. So that is also there. So why Krishna puts us in such a situation? Until we change, he may continue to keep. He says, no, you didn't improve. You have to improve. You have to surrender more. You have to depend more. So till that time, Krishna will keep in that situation and make us to help come out of it and learn certain things.
Okay, Prabhu. Yes, that was great. Thank you.
It is easy to say, but when it comes, it is so painful.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Champakat.
When you want something very badly,
Yeah.
then it's hard. Hard. Mhm.
Champakalata Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Generally, from what we learn, Prabhuji, in the bhakti moment, we know that devotional service to the Supreme Lord Krishna is the highest. Sometimes, maybe there are some cases, some people who have very strong faith in perverted things. Like, I'm actually coming across some cases in the juvenile home who have a very horrible criminal record. So their faith, of course, because there are some communists and Naxalites and so many other people who are totally atheistic. They have no faith in Krishna. So, how do we offer Krishna consciousness to such people in a practical scenario? So, this is an application question that I'm asking.
For us, Mataji, such people, only best thing is they should just become favorable to you because you are at least practicing devotee. You may not consider yourself devotee, but at least because if they are becoming favorable to you, that is the only thing will benefit them. There is no other hope for them. They just have to become favorable to you. Immediately their sukruti will increase because that favorable attitude, if not now, it will definitely help them to come in future to Krishna consciousness. First thing is they just should know that they should just tell this madam who comes to meet us, she is very good. That's all. Just give them favorable impressions and they should appreciate you or they should have good feeling for you. Even one time also they think good of you when you are giving some sessions or some training. And no need to speak about Krishna. You try to tell them what is this world, how dangerous it is, how we should be careful, how we should live in this world. Some basic things you tell which are very moral level. No need to tell Krishna conscious level also for these people. So even if they know somebody is trying to help us, that's all. If they have good feeling for you, they will come to next level. They need not develop faith on Krishna. They should develop faith on you. and
Yeah.
you tell them what is needed for them. Now they need is that everybody does mistakes. There is nobody in this world who will not do mistake. But what is important is we should not do it again. So mistake is not important. Being trying to rectify is important. No need of Krishna for them initially. Just try
Mm.
to tell them what is good and what is bad. Tell the difference between them.
Yeah, because with some murderers whom I have dealt with, they have really transformed a lot because they had some Komal Shraddha. In the sense, they were not atheistic. So it was like kind of easy to bring them up to the state where they started chanting, reading the Gita, started applying a few things like, they changed their food habits, etc., etc. But this is the first time I'm facing these kind of, see, atheists. Of course, we normally when we come across people in real life, we do face atheists also. But here, these people have such strong agendas against the government, and they have such bitter experiences, bitter thoughts and feelings. So yeah, yeah, maybe
Actually, some people, Mataji, you will not be able to handle. They are too
mm,
heavy
mm,
energy for them.
correct,
You
correct.
cannot waste your energy and time on these people.
Mm,
So
correct.
if you go in there, na, you'll unnecessarily exhaust yourself and it will be difficult for you. They are like too
Yeah.
heavy energy. We have to know our capacity. I know that I can handle this level. That much only we do. Like
Mm,
if you are exalted Maharajas, they come, they may be able to handle him. Like
mm.
there was one doctor who was doing so many abortions. He made a world record.
Oh my God.
So then one Maharaj met and spoke to him and explained to him. After that, he stopped and he started preaching against it. So that much
Mm,
transformation possible. Like Prabhupada went and changed hippies. Now tell me, who will in ISKCON will be able to do that change in hippies?
yeah, true.
Now to make one Westerner into a devotee is such a struggle. How
Yeah.
could Prabhupada make it? So there is a different levels of energies. So don't try to fight with heavy energies. Not good.
Mm,
At the best, now what you can tell, you can teach them painting or cooking. You say these are the cooking, how to make some nice cooking, something which are not
mm,
connected only, which they may be interested. Okay, cooking kaise karne ka? You tell
mm,
some of the techniques in cooking, some of the techniques here, there, stitching, something which is not connected, which they may feel okay, little interested. अरे कुछ तो cooking सिखा रहे. I am just giving a suggestion.
mm,
Instead of directly always going and giving some upadesh, you have to give
mm.
something very practical also.
Yeah, because
So that
actually
will
in
make
their
a
case,
difference.
language is also a barrier. They speak in some language which is, I don't know, in Chhattisgarh, they have some tribal language. So they speak in that language, and mine is totally different. And so there are a lot of challenges, as you say. But again, Prabhuji, to extend a question to your answer, is like, okay, neither Prabhupada nor can the other Maharajas in ISKCON can go to all such places. Say, for example, definitely I do not have that kind of spiritual quotient in me to transform such people. Of course, it's not me who is actually doing it, it's the just playing a part of an instrument. So, my question is, if the Lord has placed us in these kind of scenarios and situations, um, should we always think that नहीं नहीं ये मेरा तो बिल्कुल level की बात नहीं है, so I should only give them small little taste of goodness and not even not any Krishna consciousness or devotional service. So should we always think that way, understanding our lowly position?
No, no, no. Actually, some people you may able to give directly, but not everyone. That is not in your
Mm,
capacity. Even Prahlad could not make his father Hiranyakashipu devotee.
mm,
Prahlad is Mahabhagavata. His father didn't change.
mm.
Right. So he tried to help. Duryodhana was tried to counseled by who all counseled him?
Lord
Vidura,
Krishna
Bhishma,
himself. Yeah.
Krishna. everybody counseled him, but Duryodhana cannot be changed. So great personalities are failing in counseling and changing the heart of living entities. Who are we? If
Yeah.
she is a Amsha of Duryodhana, what you will do with her? You cannot do anything. Even
Yeah.
till the end of while dying also, when Krishna is trying to come and talk to him, Duryodhana only justifies. He does not agree that he is wrong.
Yeah. No, but at
So
the same time, Prabhuji, I can see that these are youth, very young girls who have been brainwashed to understand or think that they are, being deprived by the government or by the corporates or by the consumers. So that is the reason why we are in this kind of situation. So we are deprived tribals. These are the kind of ideologies that are put into their minds. So
but
I
they are
think,
done from very small age, Mataji. You
mm,
cannot change it. They are already grown up trees. You try to bend it, it will only break.
okay,
Very few people can change. They will only end up, they'll remain extreme, like the jihadis and all these militants. They
yeah,
feed them when they are very young in that poison. So we cannot do anything with them. Even if you try to do them, they will never understand. It is
okay,
already damaged, out of beyond repair.
yeah, yeah. But some are really progressing well, Prabhuji, because
Krishna is sending you for them only. That few people who are ready to change, not for it.
must be because one girl who was actually saved from the red light area, now she is actually transforming so many lives. She has been made the floor leader in her floor in her dormitory, and she's really doing very well. I mean, the way she chants early in the morning. So I think her bhakti sukruti was so full, and as Prabhuji always says, maybe you're the last straw in the back of the camel which bent it.
No, no, you may be the first person also whom she met, and immediately because she developed that appreciation, immediately she could change. She may just have some pious credits. Uh, it is not that you are the last, you may be the first also, but she directly, if that Prabhupada said, "Na, I gave you all the things. What was our qualification?" And devotees asked, said, "No, you are not qualified. I gave you." So in the first start only, he can make from 0 to 100. So maybe Krishna may be doing with you also. You are giving them from 0 to 100. It is very much possible. And yeah, your Krishna is sending you, and if everything goes well, then where is question of your surrender? So Krishna want you to surrender, so he'll give some challenges. So, and to keep us humble also, that not everybody will convert because of my preaching. So we should know that also.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there are some reasons.
yeah.
Krishna will give some challenges, and some people who will, after our powerful preaching also, they will not get converted. So all these things are there to keep protect us. That's all.
Yeah, yeah,
So they are like safe for you. That these extreme is people are like protection in terms of our to keep our humility. That's all. And surrender.
actually, I was very skeptical that I shouldn't go to such places because I do not have the ability. It's very difficult. You don't understand the psychology of such people and why
Yeah.
they are what they are. So even now, of course, I just go there and come back, and I know it's all. If at all anything works, it's only the magic of the Maha Mantra, and of course, Srila Prabhupada's mercy and Parampara's mercy. That's all. Yeah, Raj. Yeah, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
We'll just read one verse to keep the track. So, despite the cultivation of Vedic knowledge, which is unlimited, and the worship of different demigods by the symptoms of Vedic mantras, demigod worship does not help one to understand the supreme powerful personality of Godhead. You see, demigod worship came here. Krishna has his humor. कामैश्चैश्चर्यज्ञान प्रपद्यन्ते अन्य देवता तं तं नियमास्ताय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया. Those whose minds are distraught by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own nature. Most people are interested in worshipping demigods to acquire power. Each demigod has a particular power. For instance, Indra power to shower rains on the surface of globe. Demigod, this demigod is described in the Vedas as Vraja Hasta Purandara. Indra rules the water supply with a thunderbolt in his hand. The thunderbolt itself is controlled by Indra. Similarly, other demigods, Agni, Varuna, Chandra, Surya, have particular powers. All these demigods are worshipped in Vedic hymns through a symbolic weapon. Therefore, it is said here, Mantra Lingair Vyavachannam. By such worship, karmis may obtain the benediction of material opulence in the form of animals, riches, beautiful wives, many followers, and so on. By such material opulence, however, one cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, any questions, comments? We'll end here. Thank you all very much. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada.